What if the blurriness you're experiencing, the halos around streetlights at night, even the early signs of cataracts, could all be linked to one missing mineral? Magnesium deficiency affects nearly 50% of seniors, and most don't realize it's silently affecting their vision. New research reveals that specific magnesium-rich foods don't just support muscles and bones. They actively restore aging eyes, repair damaged retinas, and may even reverse cataract formation naturally. Tonight, we're uncovering 3 powerful foods that work while you sleep to protect against glaucoma and restore visual clarity. But here's the warning. Consuming them incorrectly can block absorption entirely. We'll show you exactly how to use these foods for maximum benefit, backed by science you can trust. Let's begin with number 3. Number 3. Pumpkin seeds, the zinc-magnesium duo for retinal defense. Let's start with a food that's small but extraordinarily powerful, pumpkin seeds. Just 1 ounce, about a quarter cup, delivers approximately 150 milligrams of magnesium, which is roughly 40% of the daily requirement for seniors. But what makes pumpkin seeds exceptional for eye health isn't just the magnesium content. It's the unique combination of magnesium and zinc working together to protect the retina and optic nerve. Here's what happens in your eyes when magnesium levels are adequate. Magnesium regulates calcium channels in the retinal cells, preventing excessive calcium buildup that can trigger cell death and contribute to conditions like glaucoma and macular degeneration. It also improves blood flow to the tiny vessels that nourish your retina, ensuring oxygen and nutrients reach the areas that need them most. Without sufficient magnesium, these vessels constrict, starving your retinal tissue and accelerating age-related damage. A 2021 study published in Investigative Ophthalmology and Visual Science examined over 3,000 seniors and found something remarkable. Those with higher dietary magnesium intake had a 35% lower risk of developing open-angle glaucoma, the most common form of the disease. The researchers discovered that magnesium helps regulate intraocular pressure by improving drainage of fluid within the eye, preventing the dangerous buildup that damages the optic nerve over time. But there's more. Pumpkin seeds are also one of the richest plant sources of zinc, providing about 2.5 milligrams per ounce. Zinc concentrates naturally in the retina and plays a critical role in converting vitamin A into its active form, which is essential for night vision and protecting against cataracts. A deficiency in zinc has been directly linked to cloudy lenses and impaired dark adaptation. That frustrating delay when your eyes struggle to adjust after bright light exposure. Now, let's talk about timing and preparation, because this is where seniors often go wrong. Eating pumpkin seeds in the evening, particularly an hour or 2 before bed, allows your body to utilize magnesium during sleep, when cellular repair processes peak. Your retinal cells regenerate overnight, and magnesium is essential for this repair mechanism. However, many people consume pumpkin seeds raw and whole, which reduces digestibility and mineral absorption. Here's the better approach. Lightly roast your pumpkin seeds at a low temperature, around 300 degrees Fahrenheit, for 10 to 15 minutes. This breaks down phytic acid, a natural compound that binds to minerals and prevents absorption. You can also soak raw pumpkin seeds in water for a few hours before roasting. This further reduces phytic acid and makes the magnesium and zinc more bioavailable. Another critical mistake: eating pumpkin seeds with high-calcium foods like cheese or milk. Calcium and magnesium compete for absorption in your digestive tract, and when consumed together in large amounts, calcium wins. This means you're getting far less magnesium than you think. Instead, enjoy pumpkin seeds on their own as an evening snack, or add them to a small bowl of berries. Berries are rich in antioxidants that complement magnesium's protective effects on eye tissue. One more thing worth mentioning. Pumpkin seeds contain tryptophan, an amino acid that helps produce melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. Better sleep means more efficient overnight eye repair, creating a compounding benefit for your vision health. If you've been overlooking this simple seed, it's time to reconsider. For aging eyes, glaucoma prevention, and natural retina repair, pumpkin seeds offer science-backed protection that's affordable and easy to incorporate into your nightly routine. Number 2. Dark chocolate, 70% cacao or higher. The flavonoid magnesium shield against oxidative stress. Here's something that might surprise you. Dark chocolate isn't just a treat. When chosen correctly, it's a legitimate eye health intervention. A 1-ounce square of dark chocolate with 70% cacao or higher contains approximately 65 milligrams of magnesium, along with powerful plant compounds called flavonoids that directly protect the lens and retina from oxidative damage. Let's break down why this matters for senior vision. As you age, free radicals, unstable molecules generated by sunlight exposure, inflammation, and normal metabolism accumulate in your eye tissues. These free radicals attack the proteins in your lens, causing them to clump together and form cataracts. They also damage photoreceptor cells in the retina, leading to vision loss and increased risk of macular degeneration. Magnesium acts as a natural antioxidant cofactor, meaning it helps your body's defense systems neutralize these harmful molecules more effectively. But dark chocolate goes a step further. The flavonoids in cacao, particularly epicatechin, have been shown to increase blood flow to the retina and improve contrast sensitivity, your ability to distinguish objects from their background, which often declines with age. A groundbreaking 2020 study in JAMA Ophthalmology tracked seniors who consumed 1 ounce of 70% dark chocolate daily for 8 weeks. The results were impressive. Participants showed measurable improvements in visual acuity and reported less difficulty with glare and low-light conditions. Brain imaging revealed increased blood flow to the visual cortex, the part of your brain that processes what you see. There's also compelling evidence linking magnesium specifically to cataract prevention. According to research published in the European Journal of Nutrition in 2022, seniors with the highest magnesium intake had a 21% lower incidence of age-related cataracts compared to those with the lowest intake. The mechanism appears to involve magnesium's ability to stabilize lens proteins and prevent glycation, a process where sugar molecules attach to proteins and cause clouding. Now, before you reach for just any chocolate bar, let me give you some critical guidance. Most commercial chocolate is loaded with sugar, which completely undermines the benefits we're discussing. Excess sugar triggers inflammation, raises blood glucose levels, and actually accelerates cataract formation, especially in seniors with diabetes or prediabetes. You must choose dark chocolate with at least 70% cacao content, and ideally 80% or higher. Check the label. There should be no more than 5 grams of sugar per serving. Timing also matters. Consuming dark chocolate in the evening provides magnesium when your body needs it most for overnight repair, but eating it too close to bedtime might interfere with sleep due to its small caffeine content. The sweet spot is about 2 to 3 hours before you plan to sleep. Pair your chocolate with a handful of almonds or walnuts. Both are rich in vitamin E, which works synergistically with magnesium and flavonoids to protect retinal cell membranes. Here's another practical tip. Let the chocolate melt slowly in your mouth rather than chewing it quickly. This increases the contact time with your taste receptors and also slows down consumption, helping you savor a smaller portion while still getting the full benefit. 1 ounce, about 3 small squares, is the ideal daily amount. More than that, and you're adding unnecessary calories and potentially too much caffeine. Less than that, and you may not reach the threshold needed for measurable benefits. You might think you've tried this before. Wait till you hear number 1. Number 1. Spinach, the lutein magnesium powerhouse for macular protection and cataract reversal. And now, the number 1 magnesium-rich food for restoring senior eye vision while you sleep: spinach. 1 cup of cooked spinach provides an extraordinary 157 milligrams of magnesium, more than 40% of your daily requirement, along with the highest concentration of lutein and zeaxanthin of any commonly available food. These two carotenoids are so critical for eye health that they're often called eye vitamins, even though they're not technically vitamins at all. Let me explain why spinach stands above all other foods for aging eyes. Lutein and zeaxanthin accumulate directly in the macula, the central part of your retina responsible for sharp, detailed vision. They act as natural blue light filters, protecting your photoreceptor cells from the damaging effects of screens, sunlight, and indoor lighting. More importantly, they function as antioxidants that neutralize free radicals before they can cause irreversible damage to your retinal tissue. The research supporting spinach for eye health is remarkable. A landmark 2023 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed over 4,000 seniors for 5 years. Those who consumed at least one serving of cooked spinach 3 times per week had a 43% lower risk of developing advanced age-related macular degeneration and a 32% reduced risk of cataract surgery compared to those who rarely ate leafy greens. The protective effect was dose-dependent, meaning more spinach correlated with better outcomes. But here's where magnesium enters the picture. Magnesium improves the absorption and utilization of lutein and zeaxanthin, essentially amplifying their protective effects. It also supports mitochondrial function in retinal cells. These are the energy powerhouses that keep your vision sharp and responsive. When mitochondria in the eye become dysfunctional due to magnesium deficiency, vision deteriorates rapidly, and the risk of glaucoma increases significantly. Let me share a story that brings this to life. Robert, a 69-year-old retired engineer from Florida, had been struggling with progressive vision loss for over a year. His ophthalmologist diagnosed him with early-stage cataracts and elevated intraocular pressure, warning him that glaucoma might develop if the pressure wasn't controlled. Rather than immediately starting medication, Robert decided to make aggressive dietary changes. He began eating 1 cup of steamed spinach every evening with dinner, seasoned with garlic and a tablespoon of olive oil. He also reduced his sugar intake and started taking short evening walks. When he returned for his 6-month checkup, his doctor was genuinely surprised. Robert's intraocular pressure had dropped from 24 millimeters of mercury to 18 millimeters of mercury, well within the safe range, and the cloudiness in his lenses had not progressed. His night vision, which had been severely impaired, had noticeably improved. While Robert's case is individual, it perfectly mirrors what controlled studies have shown. Consistent intake of magnesium-rich, lutein-packed foods like spinach can halt and sometimes reverse early eye damage. Now, let's discuss preparation, because raw versus cooked makes an enormous difference. Raw spinach contains oxalates, compounds that bind to magnesium and significantly reduce absorption. Cooking spinach, whether steaming, sautéing, or boiling, breaks down these oxalates and actually increases the bioavailability of both magnesium and carotenoids. One study found that cooked spinach delivers up to 300% more absorbable lutein than raw spinach. Here's the method I recommend. Steam fresh spinach for about 3 to 4 minutes until wilted, then drizzle with a small amount of olive oil or avocado oil. The healthy fat is crucial because lutein and zeaxanthin are fat-soluble nutrients. They need fat to be absorbed into your bloodstream and transported to your eyes. Without fat, you're flushing most of these protective compounds straight through your system and used. Another critical point: never cook spinach in excess water and then drain it. Magnesium is water-soluble, so it leaches into the cooking water. If you boil spinach, save that water and use it as a base for soups or sauces. This way, you're not losing any of the mineral content. Timing your spinach consumption matters too. Eating it with your evening meal provides a steady supply of magnesium throughout the night when your body performs the majority of cellular repair, including in the retina. This overnight repair is when damaged photoreceptor cells regenerate, and magnesium is essential for this process. If you're taking calcium supplements, never take them at the same time you eat spinach. As mentioned earlier, calcium and magnesium compete for absorption. Space them at least 3 to 4 hours apart to ensure you're getting the full benefit of both nutrients. One more advantage of spinach: it's rich in folate and vitamin K, both of which support healthy blood vessels in the eye. Weak or damaged blood vessels can leak fluid into the retina, causing swelling and vision loss, a condition called diabetic macular edema in people with diabetes, and more generally a major contributor to retinal disease in seniors. If you've been ignoring leafy greens, let this be your wake-up call. Spinach isn't just food. It's a research-validated intervention for protecting, preserving, and even restoring senior vision naturally. Before we wrap up, if you're finding real value in this information, please take a moment to subscribe to Health Signal. We bring you science-backed health strategies every week, designed specifically for seniors who want to take control of their wellness. Your eyesight deserves this attention, and so do you. Let's tie this together. Pumpkin seeds, dark chocolate, and spinach, 3 magnesium-rich foods that do far more than relax muscles or support bones. They actively protect your retinas, reduce intraocular pressure, prevent, and may even reverse cataracts naturally and restore the clarity your aging eyes have been losing. The research is powerful, the strategies are simple, and the results speak for themselves. Make these foods a consistent part of your evening routine. Prepare them the right way, and give your eyes the nutrients they need to heal while you rest. Small, intentional choices today can preserve the vision that lets you see the world tomorrow. We appreciate your time. Take care of your body before it demands your attention.